Hi everyone, and welcome back to the Affirmation Addict podcast. My name is Pyle, and as I shared with you, we went to Europe a few weeks ago. Actually, at this point, probably like a month ago. But we went to Europe and we got back and we were so sick. Like, I don't think Tom and I have both been that sick in a really long time. And it inspired me to just share an episode on how do you actually take time to get your energy back, whether it's if you're sick, whether you're just super drained and you were really busy. I wanted to just share some quick tips that really helped me get my energy back, because we were gone for a while. We were at one of my best friend's weddings and it was so much fun. However, I think there was an element of overexertion and over giving my energy out and not taking time in between to replenish. And so, lesson learned to replenish as much as you can throughout. However, if you are in the same situation where we were, where we just really overdid it and you just need to get your energy back, like when you're at that state of exhaustion, whether it's through people, whether it's through your work and you're feeling burnt out, just how to get your energy back. How do you feel that like zest? How do you feel that kind of hype feeling through just your day? How do you feel that clean kind of energy is what I really want to talk about. So I'm going to share with you a few things. Number one is take time to rest. I know it is not the glamorous thing. And what I mean by take time to rest, which is what I observed about myself, is I would lay there, but I wasn't resting my mind. I was laying there feeling guilty that I was laying there. I was laying there feeling guilty I wasn't doing other things, that things weren't going according to my schedule. So yes, physically I was resting, but emotionally and mentally I was not. So when I say take time to rest, please do it on all levels, physically, mentally, and emotionally. And give yourself permission to recharge, like sleep and rest and let your mind wander and occupy your mind with things that help you feel relaxed, not stressed. Don't like read something that is associated with your work. Talking to myself here, because when I rest, I read spiritual books, but then I'm reading all these spiritual books and I'm having all these content ideas and I want to teach and I want to learn more, and then I'm not actually resting. So do something that's out of your usual. Do something that won't trigger these different forms of inspiration. Like, give yourself permission to actually rest is my biggest invitation. The next one is cut out anything that's draining you. Cut out any noise that is taking way too much of your energy. That is something that was so helpful for me, saying no to plans when you are exhausted, saying no to the things that just don't feel inspiring, whether that's online, whether that's in person, wherever it is, but cut out the noise that's not serving you just yet. Thirdly, what really helped me was cleaning. So when your energy is down, cleaning your space out, whether it's like actually just like doing a deep clean or like cleaning out your closet, like getting rid and decluttering, cleaning and moving energy around is so underrated. It is such a fun thing you can do. You can have fun with it, infuse intentions into it, and it will really, really help you just get energy moving, get your environment around you in a new energetic state. I love like mopping, like we have like the squirty mop, and I love mopping. And like with what do I say? I say like every time I sweep this mop, my energy becomes higher and higher, and like just fun stuff like that. It's so fun. And one tip for if you're cleaning out your energy is don't forget corners. According to, I'm pretty sure many things, but especially feng shui, the energy that's stuck and stagnant, heavy energies, goes to corners of the house, which is why they say to put plants in corners of houses as well, because it can help kind of amplify and reset energy. I don't fully follow feng shui, but all the random things I do learn, I try and implement if I like them. But there's definitely things I do, some of them, that are not in accordance. The next one is nourish. And what I mean by nourish, I noticed, and it really did affect my energy, is the food on our Europe trip actually was like not nourishing me in the way I needed to. Like, we weren't eating that many vegetables. It was a lot of pasta heavy, honestly amazing food. But I realized like my diet and my usual here when I'm home is like filled with a lot of fresh juices, vegetables, salads. And over there it was a lot of like pastas and more pastas and more pastas and bread. And it's not a bad thing. I literally love it. And I felt so good because also the food quality is different in Europe. However, the lack of like vibrancy and vegetables that have different nutrients was really taking a toll on my body. So giving yourself time to nourish your body in a way that serves you. Maybe it's your favorite meal. Maybe it is something that you usually eat that makes you feel good. Maybe it's just having more protein. Whatever that is for you, don't underestimate the power of like nourishment through food, nourishment through vitamins, through minerals. Like that does impact your energy. And I took time, we like have like a little herbal garden we're growing, and I have lemon balm in there, and lemon balm is really good for your energy and anxiety and calming. So I was drinking a lot of lemon balm tea because I noticed that it made me feel really good from the inside out. So leaning on like food as medicine in a way, it was so helpful for me. And I loved that. And the other thing is just notice like what you're consuming. I think when we are in a state of exhaustion, we start to get a little bit lazier. We are easily more distracted. So we spend more time on social media. We spend more time watching TV, which is none of it's a bad thing, but what are the things that you are consuming, and are they actually serving you? Are they actually helping you raise your vibration, or is it just contributing to the current state that you're in? Because I think that is so easy to do. I think it's so easy to just watch mindless things that don't feel good. But what if you're watching mindless things that also feel good and that also serve you in some way, shape, or form? Because I think when we are in that state of exhaustion, we pretend like we kind of earned it. It's like when I'm in a state of exhaustion, I'm like, okay, I deserve to like binge watch 8 episodes on Netflix. I deserve it. But it depends what I'm watching, right? Like if I'm watching something that's like, I don't know, like a serial killer episode, is that actually helping me? Probably not. So maybe at that point I'll watch something that's a little less kind of triggering or a little less heavy, and I'll watch something lighter that actually does make me feel better. And I think using your consumption in a very mindful way is something that is super underrated, but also makes a really, really big difference energetically. So those are all of the tips I have written down in terms of how do you actually go from exhausted to empowered. But what I want to remind you is that when you are exhausted from the world around you, it is very easy to put blame. It is very easy to get tired of it. But one of the best things you can realize is your energy comes from within you, and we have to take time to refuel from the inside out. And maybe these things on my list are not the same as what's on your list. Maybe you have your own things that refuel you, that help you heal from the inside out, help you revitalize from the inside out. But knowing that the best way for you to show up in the world is from a place of your energy being whole first, and taking the time to do that. Because I think how I usually show up is I replenish, I just slowly chip away, and then I need like a week to replenish. And I don't think that's the healthiest thing. So instead, oh no, let me clap. So instead of trying to use the world around you to gain a sense of energy and just chip away at your energy, integrate little fueling tricks and tips into your usual. Little things that do make you feel a little bit better, that do make you feel a little bit whole. But if you do get to the state like I was, if you get to that point of exhaustion or burnout, really give yourself at least a day, if you can, of just complete replenishment. Because the more and more you can replenish yourself, the more and more you can have that sustainable state of empowerment where you won't be on such a roller coaster. It'll be a little bit more like flowing down a river instead of going up and down an entire roller coaster of your energy. And I think what I'm really trying to say with all of this is a form of energy management. And it is a new topic I'm exploring once again, where managing your energy, how you feel, how your emotions are, managing your energy, I think is probably one of the most easy ways to explain manifestation as a whole. And so I think understanding how to get your energy back is one of those components of energy management that will really help your manifestation journey. Because if you feel drained, it's very hard to manifest from that sense. If you feel empowered, it is very exciting to manifest from that sense. So everything does go hand in hand. And especially when I go on these tangents and have different episodes that kind of seem completely unrelated, everything does circle back to living a spiritual life, living manifestation as a lifestyle, and showing up from your best and most authentic self. So it all relates, and I hope this episode related to you, and thank you for being here as always. I know this was a shorter episode, but I wanted to just give you a quick little action plan if you do feel burnt out or exhausted. I hope you can get your energy back. I hope you can do that for yourself and just take that time to replenish from the inside out. Lastly, if you do need more things to replenish, you should and totally can lean on all the spiritual tools like affirmations, meditation, visualization. Supplement those with these other things. I assumed that was a given, but just in case, if you need other things, definitely use your journaling, use your affirmations, use all of those things to manage your energies in conjunction with things like taking time to rest, cutting out the noise, nourishing from your fuel and nourishing from your body. Give yourself all of that. Give yourself a holistic approach to reignite your energy rather than just picking one lens of life. It's a holistic thing. We are complex beings, so let your approach be a little complex too, but in a good way. So thank you for being here, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye.